let's hit the driver straight consistently and hit it longer. Now, Alex, not me, we're going to put on the screen right now, is a single figure golfer. So you can see on the side of the screen here, the first video that I'm going to play, stood up into the golf ball, face really open, and you can see how open that face is into impact. So this whole motion of standing up, throwing that golf club over the top was causing a weak lack of strike, loss of distance to the open face, and not a lot of rotation through the shot. So looking at the other side of the screen now, the differences between where he was and where we got him to. So I just wanted to share with you the journey of how we actually increased his distance of his drive by 15 yards. Might not sound a lot, but that is a club out on the golf course. That's the difference between taking a 6-iron to a 7-iron and a 7-iron to an 8-iron. And we all know if we can do a shorter club, we're all a little bit more comfortable as we get to our more lofted irons. So this is how we did it. So we spoke about the body first. How can we get the body working better? Because I'm a big believer in this, and we speak about this on the channel. If our body's working better, our club starts to orientate better in the golf swing. So what was happening for Alex was that this standing up motion and this face open into the impact, as opposed to what we were looking for, was this motion. So we speak about how we get the body moving better. So we've got what we're going to feel is our middle of our back, so the bottom of our tailbone wants to start on here, our right back pocket wants to work into this, and our left pocket wants to work into this. So if you guys follow it around to this side of the aspect, and then I'm going to get you to follow me as you come around this way, you're going to really see what we're asking for here. So this is a great drill for all golfers. Align yourself up onto the middle one to begin with. Feeling the backswing, you're going to press into the right one. As we start our downswing, we come back to the middle one, and then we press into the left hand side one as we move through. So it really feels like we stay more in posture through the shot. And again, watch this to the top, into the back one, back to the central one, into the left one, and through to target. Now, for some people, you may find that hard to do. You may find it hard because of a lack of mobility to stay in posture. So what I would say to you is, as an effort to make a better turn through the backswing, just allow that left heel just to come up off the ground, and then the downswing, allow yourself to stamp it in and turn through. So that feeling of, for some people, if you've got a lack of mobility or back issues, lifting that left heel is a great way to feel that turn. But ultimately, what we're saying here is, if we could have get Alex to stay in posture better, and this is the way in which we wanted to feel it, it was really going to help him move better. So first port of call is we got him to hit a few shots, just hitting that away, trying to feel that we stay in posture, feel it on the drill, walk into the shot and hit the ball away. And we actually went straight in with driver because he actually wasn't making these moves with an iron, which is odd. For a better player, it's really odd because their move usually is very similar between driver and irons. Okay, so how did we sort out the club face? Well, we felt it in two ways. The grip was good, so we knew that wasn't the issue. That could be our first point of breakdown. If you're struggling with distance and accuracy and that face being open, we've got to firstly look at how our hands are positioned on the club. That's really, really key. But what his main issue was this takeaway. This feeling of the club working very open and this left hand really away from the body, and then standing up into the golf ball this way. So what we felt was, building it into what we had with the first part of this video, was could we feel this? So as we started to turn, we felt our pocket work into the right alignment stick, but we felt as though his logo was pointing to the ball rather than to the sky of his glove. So that was really key. That was a really key feeling for him to get the club face in a much stronger position. Now, before we move on to what we felt in the downswing and how we built this into the drill, it's a fluid drill, and actually this is for anybody to try, so please do stick with me. Guys, if you do enjoy videos like this where I tell you about a recent student and how you could apply this to your game, because think about it, most golfers do struggle with similar things. Okay, so firstly, I want to know what you're struggling with in your golf game, so please do comment it down below. Put Alex, I'm struggling with, and let's see what you're struggling with. I create content for you, so if you put something down there, content will be created in the future to help you improve your golf game. Who doesn't want that, right? And also we have Sunday swings. Make sure you find out what that is. And if you've not already, I really would appreciate it if you did hit that big red subscribe button. That's that one down there. Join this team, join this family, and obviously we do daily content and tips that could just unlock your potential. Don't want to miss them, right? So hit that bell notification. Don't miss any tips that could unlock the potential that you have been wanting to unlock. Okay, so how did we build this into the downswing feeling? Now, for any player, I think if we can learn something on the downswing which is nice and fluid and really feels like we've got pace through the shot, I think it's a great way to learn. So remember, flick back to the start of this video. We were standing up and the face is really open. Look at the position that we were in. So what we felt was, on the downswing, we added in the takeaway. On the downswing, we really felt like we had this motion on the way down and through the shot. Frisbee move. So imagine I had a frisbee in my right hand. We felt like we were throwing that frisbee through the shot, and that really helped Alex control the face. Now, moving better with the body, you can release the face and the arms and the body work in sync. That is great club face control. So we stood here making those swings and through. So look at this on the side of the screen now. This is Alex actually doing this as I'm doing it right now. You can see there, we actually used a chair as well, which gave him a great feeling of staying in posture, making this club face stronger, and it took his ball flight from that big high right to something that was a little bit straighter down the fairway. Game changer. Let's see if I can put it into practice right now. So I've got that feeling of staying in posture. I would maybe do 2 or 3 reps feeling this over here, apply it into the golf ball, feel it, hit it. So as we were feeling this in the downswing, we were trying to feel the club attacks it more from the inside with this palm stronger, and that really helped create a much better strike, better distance, and well, that's how we got that increase in 15 yards. Not this club traveling over and open, which a lot of people, this is your way of losing so much distance. We don't want that distance. Think about it. If it's over and open, this face is really glancing across the golf ball, rather than if it's coming from the inside, it can really feel as though we make that strikeless like this, and you get a lot of bang for your buck, as opposed for coming across this way. So that's a real nice simple feeling. If you felt like this was doing it one-handed, which we can feel much more strengthening, much more that frisbee feeling, you can start to create little mini strikes like that, which by the way was much purer than I thought I could, and it'll really help you change the way you strike the golf ball. Now, the final thing we spoke about was this, trying to make sure at our address position we didn't have too much tilt behind and we didn't have these shoulders open. All this is encouraging was this standing up and this moving across the golf ball. So we walked into the shot because it's awkward, isn't it? If we stand over the golf ball for too long, we really feel as though I'm a bit stationary here. I start to build up that tension. So I got Alex to stand behind the golf ball, take his grip, pin his shoulder right back and in and down, walk into the shot, and now he could pull the trigger straight away, thinking about the points we spoke about, and that was really a good way of making sure setup's good without having to shuffle and move all around it. So apply those feelings, staying in posture through the shot, and that feeling of the palm. Try that one-handed feeling. It makes sense for the club to travel from behind to out one-handed, rather than that's not going to create much power working across. Look at that from the down the line perspective here, guys. Come with me here. So look at this club that travels more in to out, it makes sense one-handed to create more speed that way. So apply that two-handed, rather than this is not going to create any speed, any distance, and any accuracy at all. And it makes your ball flight so much stronger. Stronger ball flight means longer distance. Well, who doesn't want to hit it longer and straighter more consistently? There you go. I really enjoy sharing you these videos because it's actually stories of how students have improved. Remember, taking this standing up and open face to more in posture and more palm to target, not palm to the sky. Absolute game changer.